What's going on, Legion? Azrael here, like always, and we got some Reign of Superman, or of the Superman. This is a movie that, as far as I saw, had no release date. The last I looked, there is a pre-order on YouTube, and it has a trailer that I was not able to download. I just really didn't want to watch it on YouTube. This is the trailer for it. The other one that I really wanted to check out was the director talking about the sequel of like the death of Superman, which I believe is the Doomsday one. I think it's just Superman Doomsday, where the cape with the black S is float on the rebar. I believe that's the one they're talking about. How this is the next from that. I believe I didn't fully watch that interview or that director or whoever the guy was. I didn't see who it was talk about it because there's a point where I might just find a way to download it. Maybe I'll just watch it on YouTube and do a reaction on it. But I didn't want to watch it just in case. This is their little thing right here. So let's just get into it, check it out, see what it's all about. Let's hope it's good. I'm really excited. I love the DC animated universe. Much better than the DC cinematic universe. Yeah.
Who are these new guys?
Steel.
Why are they here?
That's the robot, I think, right?
What is their place?
Superboy. The original Superboy before...
In a world without
it's
Superman.
John something, right? Cyborg Superman?
The Man of Steel is dead. We saw the body. It's time for human beings to stop relying on leagues and titans and start saving ourselves.
Leagues and Titans, nice.
I can give each of you the power to be your own hero.
Yeah.
Clark's body disappears, and suddenly these new Supermen show up out of the blue.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Superman.
There is only one Superman.
You look like Superman, but Superman died in my arms.
For my people, death doesn't have to be the end. Terrible things are coming, Lois.
Kryptonian invasion.
We gotta be our own heroes. We sure as hell could make some noise.
Oh, this is gonna be really
Daily
good.
Planet said Superman is dead. It painted a target on the Earth.
How do we even begin to fight that?
I can't wait to see this version of Superboy. Who is it? Reign of Superman, of the Superman. Oh. And there's Cal. Well, that was pretty interesting. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Anybody get some Terminator vibe right there? Alright, so, I don't know. I had a lot to say, so I just kind of took all of it in. So, of course, you can see on the top left is Superboy. I forgot his name. John Henry Steele, I think is who that is. Or John Henry. Or was it Max Steel? It's not Max Steel. Was it Max Steel? I think it was the Shaq movie. Henry Steele. I can't remember his full name. I know they had a guy named John Henry, which was more like, I don't know if he was actually a black superhero. I know he was somebody that wasn't like, I don't know if he was a real person in the black community that did something important. Because I know he was in Justice League Unlimited. Or was it that one? No. He was in the Superman or the Justice League movie, whatever it was. The DC animated movie where Darkseid invaded. And we had the Wonder Woman that wore the dark navy blue and the red and the silver. Where everybody met for the first time, right? Where Batman figured out and Cyborg was created. If you remember that one, I think it was called Justice League Doomsday or Apocalypse or Superman Apocalypse. I can't remember. But there's a guy that was like, John Henry, run! And then he picked up that same as the Steel is his name, his code name. Picked up a hammer like that and he hit one of those parademons. Anyways, there's that guy. Superboy very much looks like the 1990s. I don't want to say it's the 80s. I think it's the 90s Superboy. Had the glasses at the time. I think he had the one earring. before Justice League, or Young Justice, I should say, and that version of Superboy, the clone of Superman in that form, Kal-El, or however they said his name differently, which in the comic books, Superboy Prime, one of my favorite characters, killed Superboy, the clone piece of garbage that can't fly or do anything important. He's a fucking loser. I hate that guy. I hate that character. Underneath Superboy, on the left as well, is I can't remember what his name was, but he's a robot, like an android, I believe, that also joined with Cyborg Superman. I think it's the same one. And he was part of the Kryptonian AI project. I can't remember exactly where he came from. I remember reading the story about him recently. I just can't remember. But he was something like that, where he was like, he believed in Kryptonian purity, not half-blood or anything like that. And of course we got Cyborg Superman, which was like the clone of Kent in a way. I don't think he was I thought he was an actual person. I don't remember if there was two storylines to him. I thought one of them was he was a clone that was then also cyberized. But then I thought he was also part of the army, if I remember correctly. And he was exposed. I think that's the guy that was the Green Lantern villain. I think I'm getting him confused. I've been reading so much DC and Marvel stuff that it's all blurring together right now. If I remember correct, the only part I do remember, I don't remember the origin. I thought he was a clone equipped with cybernetics in that way. I know he joined with the Sinestro Corps and helped invade Earth. He wants to die. He hates being alive because of what he is and all that bullshit. He was pretty much destroyed when the antimatter monitor was destroyed by Superboy and everybody else. Superboy Prime. He was nothing but the physical remains of the organic part. And the Manhunters found him. I think it was the Manhunters. And they reinitialized him. That's the comic books, the Sinestro Corps Wars. I can't remember the origin off the top of my head, but that's the gist of it. The fact they're making this, I'm pretty excited. I hope it doesn't suck. Oh, please God, don't let it suck. They've been really good for the most part. Some of them, some of them with questionable animations. They all seem to be kind of going through the Justice League story in a way where certain Batman spin-offs, I think Batman and Robin it's the same Batman from when the Justice League kind of formed, where Shazam, Cyborg was created, Flash, Green Lantern, and everybody else came together for the first time. That's also the one where Superman fell in love or started dating Wonder Woman. And that Superman is part of the New 52. And in the comic books, that Superman was killed. And the original Superman and the original Lois somehow survived the recreation of the universe because of Dr. Manhattan, which I believe is the god that created the DC universe. Or that's the running theory. I don't know if that's been confirmed yet. I haven't caught up on it yet. I usually watch Comic Books Explained. If you want all the DC information, go check that channel out. That guy is incredible. He reads all the comic books. And he has some updates on Manhattan. I don't know if it confirms or denies that theory yet, but that's the running theory that I stopped talking about or stopped watching at about a month or two ago. So yeah, there's a lot of awesome stuff coming out. I can't wait to see. He probably has some in-depth thoughts if he has about this movie. If he has, that's really cool. I've rambled a lot. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And I'm going to stop right now. I do appreciate you checking out, listening to my rambles on whatever. There's some truth to what I said somewhere in there. I hope you learned something. And I'll see you on the next video. Later.